What's up, and welcome to episode 30, the big 3-0 of NCP. I believe we are strongly approaching talking carball range of when a podcast should end. So we will be closing up shop very soon. Speaking of talking carball, we got Colin here. How you doing, Colin?
Thought you were gonna drop the talking carball name.
What's the talking carball name?
I don't even whatever like my nickname, whatever my gamer tag was when we were doing talking carball.
Manatee
I don't even
Fantasy.
remember. Was it Manatee? Was I going by Manatee Fantasy back then?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you should go back to that. That was way more clean.
Manatee Fantasy, God tier name.
Yeah. Well, we don't use tags at all. And no consolation we go purely by government names. But there is one tag that I uphold. It's Mr. Late Night. We got Hamilton here. How you doing, Ham?
Doing pretty great. It is a late night. Let me tell you, 7:41 Eastern time, crazy late.
Oh man, when we
and
started this podcast, that would have not flown.
oh, absolutely not. Bedtimes have moved. It's electric.
Yeah, that's. I also realized that I call you MLT. That is not Mr. Late Night.
How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to give me the platform to gloat for an hour straight, I will gladly take it. In terms of strikers, I could not be doing better. I am so freaking happy. But let's find out why I'm so happy and why some of us might not be as happy. Final week of games, week 10. Wrapping the bow on an incredible season. We started off.
This wasn't the first game, was it?
This was not the first game. These are entirely out of order in the playlist. So I'm gonna struggle with that for a moment.
Just go from the. Can you go from the stream?
I don't have timestamps on that. Bless you.
Oh, hang
Um,
on. Oh, sorry. Didn't. Oh, I covered the wrong mic. I covered the one on my headset, which is not the one that I'm talking through.
so first game, who the heck
Was
was
me
it?
and Reed.
You and Reed. Okay, and
Yeah.
then Hamilton and Dave next.
Yeah.
Um, and then Jake and
And Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah.
And then we went Freddie, not Freddie, Eric
No,
and
Eric, Adam, then Fred, Dan, then Jaco and you.
yeah. Okay. We're so back. Wait.
Professionals. 30 podcasts in, by the way.
30,
60 for me and Austin.
Yeah. Don't pay attention on screen. I definitely am playing the right game. I figured it out. This is this is Colin versus Reed, game 1. Did we guarantee this in Reed's favor?
We did, I believe.
Yeah. Which, the fact that Colin didn't draft, Colin, I've defended you a lot this year, and I think do you regret not taking the Did as your number 1 overall pick?
I wanted to take Did in the 6th round. I was going to take him, and then Hamilton texted Reed to remind him that the draft was in the middle, and then he took Diddy and did nothing with him.
that is true.
That's not entirely true. Reed did turn the Did into a dry bones.
Yeah, which he then proceeded to lose to the Did with.
And not make that change soon enough to save his season. I also want to go on the record and say there were questions asked about, was this trade as great for Reed as I made it sound like in hindsight? I just want to say I was not necessarily advocating for him just bull rushing Yoshi double DV. I mean, I think that is a strategy, and I have the power of hindsight to say that might not have been the best thing, but he did use that trade in a very interesting way, where he just basically forced A lineups rather than trying to balance for the rest of the season. But it did not really pay off here. Going against a bottom of the table Colin team, Reed did not get the result that he needed. It would not have mattered regardless. Reed had texted me a couple times after results, since I talk a lot of smack to the kid. But he didn't send me anything after this. Hamilton, have you talked to him at all?
Not about strikers, no.
Yeah, he probably
I
doesn't
don't.
want to
I
talk
don't.
about it.
Yeah, I think he's heartbroken and recovering. I think he's just moping.
Yeah, probably
Going,
probably have.
Austin's so right. What was I ever thinking? Not listening to him. Just those kind of general vibes.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all that he's thinking in his head. I'm sure he hasn't left his house or apartment in a full week. Even before the games, I'm sure he hadn't left, just because of how dire things were looking. Um, but Colin, got to feel pretty good to hit double digits and get another win.
I was happy to end this season on a win. I have a quick Colin captain breakdown by this season.
Okay.
So Daisy, 2 games or 2 series, scored 1 point. We played 10 games total, so that leaves 6 series for Petey, scored 5 points. And then in 2 series for the Did, he put up 4. So Did greater than Petey. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
Um,
and only getting to run the lineup once.
Only ran the lineup once and we lost with it. Came back with a wackadoodle lineup, got the win. You know, good to end on a win. Let's get the seasons. No, I was about to say 7. My brain's fried today. 4, 3, season 4.
Season 7.
Dude, my brain don't work today.
Colin, I got a couple of other fun Colin stats. Um,
Oh, boy.
in 12 games, do you know how many goals your Koopa scored?
Maybe 1.
0.
My boo also didn't score a goal.
Well,
I know that.
that was gonna be my second Colin stat.
Yeah,
But
Boob didn't get on the score sheet. Like Koopa didn't. I mean, I ran him almost exclusively on defense.
yeah, in a world of MLS Koopas going absolutely crazy, Kunai with 11 goals in 15 games and Kate with 11 goals in 13 games. Shouts out to Kate, right, Hamilton? Um, your Koopa did not, but like you said, I think it was mainly running a defense. Maybe something to consider for next season. But anyway, this series was sealed fate for both teams by Colin winning, but it wouldn't have made a difference for Reed anyway. Um, Next series, going in, we quite literally had, like every possible permutation of these two teams, Hamilton's Plumbers and Pyromaniacs, David's Toad and the Bros, and then Garrett's Control Alt Defeat, pretty much could fall anywhere coming into this game, which was really, really exciting stuff. And for a while, it looked like it was going to be the most clear and obvious result, where if Hamilton won, he was secured first because he had goal difference over Garrett. Um, Hamilton, I'm gonna run the tape just where everything went wrong. What was this series like for you?
I mean, I will state that as soon as I thought I was done in game 2 when I lost, so vibes were very low. But I will also ask what the marking is doing to leave their most prolific midfielder wide open on the doorstep twice, um, to truly throw away the season. Um, we're gonna now get to pull. The good news is we get the chance for a revenge game. The bad news is it is against Wario.
And without Bowser.
And without Bowser. But maybe Austin's Mario has taught us something about going against Wario, and we might be able to figure something out.
I
Maybe,
I have put a lot of tape out there about how to beat Wario this season.
yeah.
The one thing I do particularly well. Um, Yeah, no, we were kind of talking about how Kate had been asleep a little bit, and then, like you said, just like literally could not have been more wide open twice. And game three ended up being close, but you were kind of chasing the entire time. Um, so
Never felt
tough,
like we were in it.
yeah. Um, Tough way not to go out, but tough way, to lose promotion. But Dave is kind of the villain of strikers. Always has been a little bit. So I think there will definitely be some people rooting for you in the promotion match. I'm always backing the goat. So um,
I did ask Dave at one point why it was me who was being targeted by him. And he answered, but I don't remember what he said because I feel like I do respect Dave quite a bit on the podcast, and I feel like I have been targeted by him for some reason, and I'm just confusion.
well, I'll let you know if I see anything in the YouTube or Spotify comments. He likes to toss something in there every now and then.
Appreciate it.
There's
Appreciate it.
a there's a tendency for the coaches in this league to go like full Michael Jordan and gain like perceived slight from the podcast. when we said one of their captains is better than the other one, and they take it as a personal attack against themselves.
Yeah, we kind of do put a target on our backs week after week by being on here.
But sometimes we didn't say anything more than like general analysis, and it's taken as full slight against them as a people.
Yeah, Hamilton. That's just I think it's just the cost of being in the public eye. It's the cost of fame. Um, I think Colin, that you might have an explanation for why your season went so poorly. Everyone's sending out their best squads against you. It's a vendetta. I do think part of it too probably just has to do with the fact that he was just playing you in week 10, and he just
Okay.
had the opportunity to troll you. But yeah, no, crazy ending. And in theory, this could have been a gift box wrap for Garrett. But this series against Waluigi Triple Birdo was anything but an easy win for Garrett. Colin, what was it like for you? Seeing a Triple Birdo roster out there. Were you getting like secondhand fear for Garrett?
I'm assuming this was a question at me, but my headset got unplugged.
That is true.
Um,
The
it's
fear
not
in your
triple
heart.
Birdo that scares me. It's just two solo Birdos on the field by themselves with nothing else.
That's what haunts your
Terrifying.
season two.
Yeah. Well,
Because
there's a lot of things that haunt me. I haven't had a good roster since I don't know. But, I'm happy. I didn't think it would be good, but Jake's been holding on to three Birdos the entire season. I'm glad they finally got a run.
yeah, they
Um,
did something, and not a bad rookie season. I mean, Colin, if you're looking for someone to blame, it's honestly Hamilton for ruining your playoff run in season one. You have not been the same since then.
yeah. I think if there's someone to blame, it's me.
No, not that. Our problems are never someone else's fault.
I think you gotta take from the rest of the league and blame the podcast people. It's all Austin's fault, really. If Austin hadn't started talking to me about lineups in season one, I wouldn't have started paying attention to lineups. And then I probably wouldn't have beaten you. So, really and truly, it's Austin's fault. Again,
All
like,
Austin's fault.
I'm not going to argue with it, but I will be in second
The
place.
whole league is Austin's fault.
um, Aside from things being my fault, this was a crazy game three. And so going into what we're watching on screen, if Garrett did not win, he would have fallen to third. So he needed to get this win. And this is not the first time this season where Garrett has had game three heroics on Wasteland. I do think there's an argument to be had about Garrett having the clutchest team in MLS because I don't necessarily think they've been the best. but just when it matters, he seems to win. And they got it done here, and so he secured himself the automatic promotion into MLS, and I know he was absolutely stoked about that. I mean, self-proclaimed hardest working manager in Strikers. So turns out that hard work does beat talent.
I mean, my question is how many times has Garrett asked for a last second goal and gotten it? And I think he might have some code up his sleeve, truthfully.
Well, I will say in this series definitively, I can go back now. But right here, let's see if I can find it. Digging. I don't know if you guys can hear audio if I play it. I don't think so.
Not right now.
Yeah. Well,
But he does ask for it.
yeah.
And
May I
And then,
have a last second?
so right now you can't hear it, but the audience can.
Goal, please.
Garrett asked for a last second goal and then immediately just gets walled. Like on cue. So I will say Hamilton, he has asked for a lot, but he doesn't get it every time. So
you can't get it if you don't ask,
that's true. And you did ask, you did try. I will say you have been defecating less this season, Hamilton. I was surprised.
Pick it up for the playoffs.
Yeah. He's gonna be dripping in shit during the playing game. Final table for MLS up on the screen. Garrett in first place on 23 points. Toad and the Bros on 21 points. Plumbers and Pyromaniacs locked on 21 points. Those will be our two teams in the playing games. Probably, throughout the season, the two most consistent teams, but, goal difference and results don't mean everything when Garrett just has ice in his veins. And then ended up being a pretty big jump down to Reed Hot Chili Strikers in fourth. Couldn't make the push to get into the play-in. Terrier's Disciples in fifth.
On goal differential.
That's true. Yeah, that's the only difference. And then Colin, I do think you deserve a shout out because your goal difference is horrendous, but you've held pretty steady for like that was your goal difference after like week 4.
Yeah, I mean, I still almost give up 80 goals. It's horrendous. Least goals for, most goals against in the entire league.
But not the least amount of points. Which
not the least amount of points.
Which we'll get to later. But so bottom 3 are done and dusted for, I guess actually Garrett and the bottom 3 are done and dusted, and just in the season 4 waiting room. So I was about to say exciting for them, but I don't think so.
I'm excited for season 4.
Yeah. But you probably would be more excited if you were in playoffs.
Yeah, well, that ended months ago.
Yeah. Speaking of unexciting, we had this terrible sleeper game of Goose Crusade versus Flying Dutchman. Got to talk to Adam today to get a little bit of insight, and apparently he was doing yard work all day on Saturday. And by the time he even thought about Strikers, he realized that he was done for. His team did show a little bit of heart, in both games. They went down by 3 and then kind of pulled it back and made it somewhat exciting for a moment. Hamilton, as a former Peach owner, well, actually as a former Peach and Daisy owner, based off win percentage, Daisy has separated herself into a tier of terribleness of her own. As we go into season 4, do you believe that she is definitively worse than Peach, or do you think that should influence how people evaluate for the auction at all?
Is Sand Tomb in the map pool?
In this hypothetical, yes.
Then I think that Peach at least has I'm gonna say discovered lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Where Danny has figured out how to make Peach win. And I won't say it's just Danny. Kudos to Adam. He did absolutely beat me. Cost me first place. Tragic.
Fake.
Good bit, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Grant?
I caught it. Mhm. Um,
Tanya.
I think it was. There you go. Anyway, but Peach has a discovered lineup, so I think that she is above Daisy at this point. That being said, I think that there's gonna be some characters this next season now that we've started figuring out lineups for people that like we're gonna find a better lineup for Donkey for not for the did his is found and solid, but I think that we're gonna find more valuable or different characters this next season.
Yeah, no, I think that's valid, and I think the longer we go, the more we'll find that. One thing that's interesting is I have SPL reference pulled up right now. And can I get any guesses as to what Daisy's win percentage is on Thunder Island?
66.
I,
Her, I'll
is
give
that
you,
one of the ones where she just like
I'll give you,
hasn't played?
I'll give you a hint. Her next highest is 29%.
Like 40?
It is 100%.
Does she
But
want to know?
it's one game.
I was like, I thought that was one of the ones where she just hadn't played. So I guess she got one game in there.
Yeah, she is 0-7 on Crystal Canyon, 1-7 on Lava Pit, 0-4 on Dump. Truly atrocious things. Versus Peach, does have Storm Ship where she is 4-2, and Sand Tomb where she is 4-2. There's some bad stuff in there. Don't worry. Hamilton on the Dump last season made sure of that. But
Are welcome.
yeah, no, I think that's a very fair take though. Just based, no one has cracked the Daisy code yet, or really even come close. So we'll see. Whoever figures that out is Colin levels of magic. But this series sucked. And because Eric won, it meant that the next series also didn't mean anything, which was not. Don't pay attention to what's on the top of the screen. This was spread triple option versus Fredchester United. Freddie beat his demons, squeaked out a game 3 win versus Peach. And there really isn't too much more to say about this. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have any other points about this series.
It's a weird series in the sense that I felt like everyone was just rooting for a sweep. They didn't care who won. They just wanted a sweep.
Yeah, I think even Danny, when he lost game 1, was still rooting for a sweep. Didn't get it though. We're forced to watch game 3 where Freddie routed. And this was not Peach's optimal lineup. Danny was saving characters for the grand finals. So his optimal Peach still stands in a pretty good place, although I think they lost in week 8. Last series, certified SPL banger. Everything on the line. I'm trying to remember where we went in terms of predictions for this beforehand. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like this was a pretty split series that really could have gone either way and had the highest stakes possible. Colin, what do you think of the lineup that Jacob chose to run out there of Monty, Hammerbro, and Coop?
I liked it. I don't know exactly what he had available. Obviously, in the game that's defining your season, you got to throw out the big guns. You're gonna go Yoshi. You got to have Mr. Monty on the field. I don't hate the Hammerbro Koopa option. I don't. Who else does he have? Maybe a Toad or a Boo
He's got
could have been better instead of a Koopa, but um, I don't know. I don't hate it.
yeah, it's not
Wait,
bad.
Koopa had clutch chains.
And yeah, Coop has been known to win a season defining series. It'll be interesting to see. I think I had the chance to take Yoshi off Jacob this year, and I was pretty 50-50 on whether or not I wanted Wario or Yoshi. Terrible decision, but I mainly did so out of respect for the man. But I have a feeling that that's going to be much harder for him to withhold. And I think that Jacob has done a lot of good things with Yoshi, but I don't know if, like, kind of to what you're talking about, Hamilton, that optimal Yoshi has been found. And that is a very scary prospect.
Yoshi has a career win percentage. This Yoshi, so Jacob with Yoshi, career win percentage under 50%,
which is
27 and 29.
really weird because he literally has never not been fourth in a season. One of the most consistent managers, but I guess, dude, Sandtomb for Yoshi looked brutal in this series.
I guess more teams, he went negative season 1. I think more teams made playoffs.
Yeah.
And then he went on a playoff. This is regular season only, not including postseason. So
Gotcha. Yeah, he's been known to go on a playoff run, but unfortunately that won't happen this year. Final standings for SPL were as follows. Spread to triple option up top as they've sat the entire season. Goose Crusade in second on 22 points. Super Ario Brothers sneaking into third on 18. Fredchester United, fourth place, 15 points. Gets the home field for the playout game. Come on, Mr. Monty in fifth on 14 points. And then the Flying Dutchman with 1 point in the back half of the season. Not good. Somehow with the same goal difference as Freddie, this simulation makes sense. But that is where we wrap things up for the regular season. So I think we might as well just go ahead and roll into. We've got a bit of a different playoff bracket this year than seasons past. It's much less games, but very important games that I'm excited about because this weekend definitely brought the hype in Hamilton and David's game and my game against Jacob. And basically we just get that again. So let's go ahead and start at the bottom here for the MLS promotion, also known as the play-in game. So that's going to be Plumbers and Pyromaniacs versus Toad and the Bros. Colin, do you have their fitness pulled up by chance?
I can.
If not, I'm going to be pulling it up shortly.
Seconds.
Mainly just seeing if someone can talk about something related to this game while I pull up the fitness for myself.
I have the fitness right now. So obviously Hamilton does not have Bowser. So you will have to run Mario out there. Got a Hammer Bro, Monty, Birdo, Shy Guy available. No reason to save. It's unlike in the real playoffs. This is a one game. Win and you've secured promotion, lose you're out. There's nothing to save anymore. You're all in.
When you say
and
one
then
game
Dave,
though, it
Dave has
is a
everyone
series.
available. It is a series. It is a best of 5 series. Dave has everyone available except for a Koopa. He does not have Kate available.
Music to Hamilton's ears.
Okay.
He does have Bowser Jr. or
Respectfully,
Wario, Himro, Toad, Boo. He's gonna have 4 passers on. He's gonna have 5 passers on the field. He'll be running a full passing lineup.
I'm not gonna lie. Unbiased, not because he's here. I like the options that Hamilton has more. If I were being asked to manage a team, I would pick Hamilton's. These are best of 5 series, which does influence things a little bit because that does expand the map pool a little bit. I don't know if that makes Wario stronger than in a best of 3. But I'm going to stick to what my gut says here. And I'm going to say Ham in 3. Four. Forgot that 3 is not a close series in these circumstances. Hamilton, do you want to make a pick or do you want to wait for Colin to give his input?
I mean, I'm flipping a coin, as I always do for playoffs, is what I will say. And the coin is pick David. So, I mean, I'm not upset about this pick from the coin. I really did want to stay down in the MLS and just, hang out with Colin. Colin's, I'm certain, a really big fan of the fact that Dave and I are in the playoffs, which means that one of us gets to play him again next season. He
Yeah,
hasn't been telling me about how we are the two managers who consistently beat him
it's
at
his
all.
first.
So I'm just happy for Dave. Getting to go up to MLS and not MLS SPL is a big deal, and so I think he deserves it. I think he's got some scrappy teams that he's put together over the last 2 seasons, and I think he'll do great in SPL.
That's some good deprecation right there. Um, will you be predicting games or will you be
Uh,
coining for games?
I'll do a pred and just say 5.
Okay.
I do think it's gonna be close.
Damn. So you're
Uh,
you're really setting yourself up for heartbreak.
yeah. Look, I'm not gonna have a good day. I know that.
He felt the pain of one crushing loss and said that he wanted that again.
Yeah.
Um, Colin, what's your take here?
Um, these are our two all-stars, right? Captains, two all-star captains with Wario and Mario. I think I do like Ham's sidekicks better.
I like that. But it's Wario.
Dave knows how to run with the passers.
Mm-hmm. Dave made Luigi.
I'm gonna go Dave
Season
in
1.
5.
Dave in 5. All right, Hamilton. I feel very bad for you if you guys are right. Um, Hamilton, would you care to have the honors of doing our other prediction where we use the coin to predict each individual game?
Give me a second to open up some more coins.
Yes. Are you gonna flip them all simultaneously?
I'm gonna do my best.
Pretty sure, or at least there's a dice website where you can roll 5 at once.
What are we
Yeah, it
I
gonna
doesn't
know I
allow
did
you to
it
do that.
last year.
What are we gonna do with the dice? No.
I don't know. I
The
think. Oh, I
two-sided
was
dice.
using the dice for game scores last year.
Interesting.
I've got 4 open, so just give me a second. All right, working in tabs from left to right. We have started the flipping process.
This is my favorite episode of NCP every season.
Game 1. I'm doing top team home, bottom team tails.
Okay.
Timeout. I'm doing top team heads, bottom team tails. That's what I meant to say.
Is
So,
is
according,
is a way left here, Colin?
um.
God damn it.
God, I love this.
What have we done all season?
Hamilton should
Oh,
be
Away is left.
uh Dave is in front of him in the standings.
Well, there's no left team bias.
Well, no, but we need
depends
to
on whose
decide which
computer we're in.
yeah, which whose heads,
Oh,
whose tails.
Dave's Dave's home.
Heads. Home for heads. Who wins game
So
1? Hamilton.
Dave.
Okay.
Game 2 is Dave.
Oh no.
I'm convinced that these didn't flip. Game 3 is Dave. The coins did predict a 4-1. It went then me, then Dave again.
Dave wins 4-1. I love the coin. Okay. Well,
Having a great end of the season. Unlike Freddie, I do not manage the back half of the season well.
yeah, rest in peace, Ham. If you somehow end up in MLS again, that would be tragic. Speaking of Freddie, he plays in the next series of Come On, Mr. Monty versus Fred Chester United. Colin, do you want to hit us with the fitness breakdown again?
Yes. Assuming Jaco runs Yoshi out there, It will be Mr. Monty, Toad, and Birdo. He could also run Donkey Kong as full fitness, but he does not have Hammer Bro and he does not have a Koopa. Fred, on the other hand, has everyone available outside of a Toad. He's got Waluigi, he's got Bowser Jr., and then for sidekicks, he's got a Hammer Bro, a Shy Guy, a Koopa, and Big Egg.
Freddy runs Waluigi.
I mean, Bowser Jr. did just win to give him a chance. Surely. Surely.
For the legacy.
For the legacy.
Interestingly, not Hamilton, Jacobs.
You win with the Waluigi, you die with the Waluigi.
Jacobs, Yoshi, and DK. I thought DK was having a tragic season. It's not great, but it's actually pretty much the same as Yoshi. Rounded to the 10th decimal, they have the same strikers index. Their impact is largely the same, slightly leaning towards Yoshi, and then their plus minus is largely the same, slightly leaning towards DK. I think I would run Yoshi, but not as clear and obvious as you might think. What were you going to say, Ham?
This is a much more interesting situation to be in my mind, because like you obviously want to win, but you do want to slightly think about, if you win, what's left to go face. No, my bad. This is not to go face Danny. That's what I was thinking it was. So this is just a best lineup.
Yes, this is just best lineup.
Yeah.
One other interesting thing about this is because it's best of 5 means that Jacob will have to let either Wastelands or Sand Tomb through. So he'll practically be without Egg, guaranteed. There is no double map ban for any of these series. The way it works is it goes left team ban, right team pick. No, left team ban, right team ban, and then they alternate picks all the way through the pool. So can't double ban. Oh, dude, my heart would be broken for Jacob, even though he hasn't been remotely present this season. If he loses back-to-back promotion games, it's gonna be really sad to see either of these people go down to MLS. These are two of our most consistent managers. One of which getting relegated. Legacy teams. I didn't listen to anything that Colin said, so I'm gonna look at Freddie's fitness again. Not great in terms of his selection, just because his sidekicks aren't that great. Yeah,
he's got everything available for the most part. I'm gonna go with Jacob. I'm gonna go in 4.
Jaco in 4. I think Freddie's got that clutch in him. I also think that he will probably boss the map veto, but also he took Danny to Sand Tomb, so Freddie does some weird shit. But I'll go Fred sweep. I think we're in for a lot of screams.
Don't like that you did that, because I wanted to do that.
Fred sweep?
Mm-hmm.
You almost just exposed yourself as being a fake predictor. All right, Hamilton. What did the coins say?
Flipping.
So home is Freddy. Heads is Freddy.
Freddy. Jacob. Freddy.
Fred and 4. Wow, these coins really seem to like heads, huh?
That sucked, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I will say that I did flip a coin. Like I did flip one for just to see, like, make sure that it was flipping, and it did land on tails. So like one of those coins was flipped prematurely that landed on heads, but when I flipped it again, it went from tails to heads again.
Fair enough. Freddie stays alive in SPL for a chance to become a 2-time champion in season 4 is what we're predicting. But
be
what?
interesting to see Jacob and Reed both in MLS competing over Yoshi.
True. I mean, Reed
Yeah,
isn't even
blast you.
certain who's better between Yoshi or Did, so I can't imagine he'll
Yeah.
auction that much.
It's Diddy.
I mean, Reed's a younger brother, so you know he's already attached to Yoshi. That's just how it goes. All right. Well, we go into the actual playoffs, and um, I'm just gonna say straight up, I am playing for first place. I am not playing for second. I will do whatever it takes to beat Danny, um, and not have Danny become a back-to-back champion in only 3 seasons. So I'll that is what I will put into the air for your guys' predictions. Um, Colin, you want to hit us with the fitness breakdown?
Yes, I would love to. Eric has PD and Wario available. I think we all know where he's going, which means his only sidekick options are Boo, Shy Guy, Birdo, as his other Boo and other Shy Guy do not have fitness.
What a great team.
The big thing to note here, Birdo only has 1 fitness. So if he were to win, he would have to run a double Boo or a double Shy Guy in the finals. Now, on the Austin corner, he's got both brothers available. Mario only on 1. Luigi has 2. No dry bones for this series. He's got the Big Nosh on 1, Toad on 1, Hammer Bro, and Toad 6. So Monty on Big Nosh on 1, DB9,
Thank you.
also known as Toad 5, on 1, Hammer Bro and Tari, the inferior Toad, both on 2.
Definitely inferior in terms of stat up. Oh man, dude. I was actually looking. We haven't. I maybe it was a late bloom, but Eric's PD has had like an amazing season that no one has talked about. Um, Number 2 in goals per game on 1.8. Uh, really solid. Uh, Second in strikers index, tied second in impact, and top 3 in plus minus. A really incredible season for PD that I feel like has been pretty slept on. I don't was he even an all-star nominee?
PD was.
Okay, just no one talked about him. Um,
Yeah,
so
3rd.
definitely scary, especially the fact that he has PD available in both games, but his sidekicks suck. Um, and I don't think that if Eric goes head to head against Danny with with those jokers, that he's gonna be able to take him down. So I'm going myself, and I'm gonna say it's gonna go to 5. It's gonna be close. Whenever I played Eric this season, it's been close. But I know he's scared of me, and we're gonna take him down. Hamilton.
I think that he finally won't run Wario, and so I'm gonna go with Eric, and I'm gonna do Eric in 4.
Fair enough.
What's the prophet say?
Part of me believes in the darkest timeline. And actually, there's two darkest timelines. One is that Eric wins. Actually, there's 3. I don't know.
Every
One is
timeline is
Eric somehow
dark.
wins. The other dark is that Austin loses in the finals for a 3rd straight season
In game 5.
in Game 5. Um, I don't know. I just don't. You guys have the same record. Eric just had more game 3 losses. You beat him twice, correct? No,
I beat him twice.
you beat him twice. No, you don't have the same points. You just have the same record.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
You know what
Oh, okay, never mind.
the old saying is? Hard to beat
Hard
the
to beat.
same team 3 times in a season. Give me
Yeah,
Eric in 5.
the Cornelin has spoken.
Okay.
Heads. So Eric,
Mm-hmm.
Austin, Eric, Eric.
The coin sucks. Okay.
Coin sucks.
screw the coin. It just spams heads. Worst coin ever. Need new coin in season 4. Um,
Need a new coin website.
but that sets up the most likely outcome based off the start of the season. This is 1-2 in the SPL draft. Eric has to lay in the bed that he set by allowing Danny to get double dry bones. That was his choice in the first place. He could have stopped that and drafted Luigi instead. And now he has to face off against what Danny has publicly stated will be double dry bones. I think he said it's going to be double dry bones Monty.
It is T. It isn't Markley, but T's also been good.
Yeah, also been insane. He has the Koopa if he wanted to run that in defense, but I think he's going to be doing something slightly different. So obviously a terrifying lineup. Colin, I think you already said what Eric's. It's some variation of 2 boos, 2 shy guys.
2 shy guys or 2 boos. Yeah. Yeah. He's got 2 boos and 2 shy guys available.
And
I'm guessing it'll be 2 shy guys and a boo.
And this is why I didn't want Eric to win in our series, is because how the hell is Eric supposed to beat Danny with that garbage?
Here's another stat. Eric versus Danny. Eric is 3-8. PD versus Bowser. PD is 5-11.
Got it.
I have Danny in 3. I think that for the first time, if this happens, we will have a stinker of a grand finals. We've always been blessed with bangers, but I think Eric's team just can't, like, blow for blow is just worse than Danny. So I'm going Dan in 3.
We can protect ourselves here. Give me Dan in 3.
Got it.
Get out the yellow. Dan at 4.
Oh. Lame.
Good news. The coins tend to like heads, which should be Danny. Bad news. Eric.
Okay.
Danny. Eric. Danny. Eric.
The coin is back.
The coin is so back. The coin is so back. It was just tempting us. It was just questioning our faith. God, dude. What do you guys put, like, the odds of Danny against the field in this scenario?
I'd say he's got an above 66% chance of winning.
Well, the thing is, he starts in the finals.
Yeah.
I will say Luigi versus Bowser, 4-4. So if Austin can get there, he could trot Luigi out there.
He did get swept earlier this season.
Well, he's still 4-4. Mario's 2-5.
If I make it to the championship game, Mario will be playing. Only one man has the protagonist arc to take Danny
are you
down.
running Luigi game against Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I am playing for the championship. Um, I don't give a crap about the difference between second and third. I will be putting forward my best foot in the championship. Because that is what it's gonna take to literally defeat. Um, I don't even know what the best. That's fucking Goliath, whatever the hell you want to call Danny. It doesn't make any sense.
Bowser,
Man,
the final boss,
man
the
wants.
literal final boss of the SPL.
Yeah,
Danny with double dry bones Bowser.
yeah, and Luigi never defeats Bowser. It's freaking Mario. It's Mario with the goat sidekicks. So no, it'll be Luigi's playing in the semis, and then Mario will play in the finals if I make it. So
We don't predict happening.
what'd you say?
Which we don't predict is going to happen.
No, I mean I do, um, but that is that's our perspective playoff day. Should be super fun. Colin and I have put literally zero planning into it, but we're gonna run a little mini broadcast with a little actual casting. Will probably be horrendous, but it's gonna
Oh,
be
we're pros.
yeah, we're pros. We're pros. we do this all the time. Um, will be a really fun final day. We'll also have an all-star game as a little appetizer before we get into the stressful games. Um, no, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like my main complaint with last playoffs is it felt like there were a lot of like nothing games. But this season the stakes are so high. For every single series, every single series is a best of five. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, anyone have any parting words of wisdom?
And the bros are going to be good.
All right. Well, in this
Season
case,
4 win.
we will see you on playoff day or afterwards. Peace.